welcome back to Garage Shoot, formerly Garage Talk, with me, Scott Ditcham, and this is Sonny Orlak, photographer, videographer. I keep hitting my microphone, stop doing that. Okay, now you're 2022, what did you do?
First of all, I got my carpal surgery done.
Oh, yep.
Yep, so my both hands
That
are
was in India, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes, I went to India for 2 months. I went to Kashmir, and that was, I will say, those 15 days were beautiful. Snowy mountains, met a lot of beautiful people, beautiful surrounding. And after that, actually went to US for about 8 weeks.
How did that come about? What was the, because that sort of happened out of the blue, didn't it?
Oh yes, my niece got an admission at one of those esteemed Mayo clinics as a doctor there, and I was just there to set her up her apartment and stuff. And I was.
Why you and not someone else?
Uncle was always free, and the opportunity to go there, and why not?
Oh, I would have gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so how quickly did you have to organise things to get over there? Because I know it wasn't
about
planned.
In 4 days.
Okay, and how'd you go getting flights and stuff pretty easily? Or?
Oh, easy. There's so many flights there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that wasn't a problem issue or a problem. The only thing I'll improve for next time is my traveling gear.
Okay.
Which I wasn't sure at that time.
What did you take with you? You take your new Sony with you, obviously?
Oh yes, my Sony and a heavy tripod and this and that. And I think this time I was a little bit over nervous. I was not nervous. I was over the top nervous. Should I take this? Should I take that? Should I take this? I think next time, if you ask me, Sonny, what I will do different.
Yeah.
I will be more. I'll put more faith in my equipment.
Yep.
And more skills what I have to do. So I will have a better tripod, but a small one. Mm-hmm. I will have a camera bag which I can actually hike with instead of hanging on my shoulder. Couple of small filters, 1 or 2 lenses, multiple batteries, multiple memory cards. So when you shoot, you can keep changing it. Yep. And just have a faith in your equipment. Okay. That's one thing I will tell every enthusiast who wants to step into world of photography or videography or any other thing. Just have faith in your equipment. Don't be nervous. Use it with an open heart and have faith in your skills.
Yeah, don't be like, I find myself getting nervous going to a game to shoot a game. I've done it before. I know the game. I'm just going to do something I enjoy doing. Yep. And so don't be scared to do.
Don't be scared, don't be nervous, just enjoy it. So I was in the state of Minnesota, which is not a very big, I will say, touristy place.
Is Minneapolis the state?
Yes.
And Minnesota's the city?
No, Minnesota is the state.
Was it?
Yes, Minneapolis is the city or the town.
Okay,
but I will tell you, from there's a town called Duluth in state of Minnesota. From there, you got a 300-mile long road going up to the Canadian border. Mm-hmm. It's an American version of Great Ocean Road, just with better views and better tourists.
Okay. People
don't mind if you are taking a picture; they will move away. And it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ocean. It's beautiful wildlife. I did encounter a bear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which was scary because I didn't realize I was looking at a bear. I thought it was a big possum, but when he started moving, like, holy smokes, that's the whole bush is actually that big animal. That was it. But they had beautiful waterfalls, and now I have done a bit of research. They got 29 state forests, and they got more than 100 waterfalls. So in 2025, I'm going back there, hopefully, and I'll be there and shooting all those waterfalls. So stay tuned.
So I noticed a few cars photos on Facebook when you came back. Where were they taken?
You mean the American muscle cars?
Muscle cars.
Muscle cars, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now I was in Rochester in Minneapolis.
Country Victoria?
No. No. There I need a boat. No. I was in Rochester, Minnesota. Mm-hmm. And there I just saw an ad on one of the local papers. That they were doing an American muscle cars show, and that was only 5-6
love their cars over there, don't
they love those big V8
petrol
guzzlings. Oh, they don't care about petrol, man. I think it's free there.
Yeah.
And I have never seen that many Chevys in my life or Dodge. There were a few Fords, and let's put some pictures of those.
We'll put some photos up. Yep.
And some of the brand new designs, they were ooh la la. You just look at that and you just want to spend those 80,000 US dollars and buy that beauty. But one thing I'll tell you, which I'm surprised,
Yeah.
audience might be too. In USA, if you want to buy a car, there is no waiting period. I don't know why in Australia we need to wait a year to get any car.
Overseas.
So where they're building theirs in their backyard.
Must have a huge supply.
Australian automobile industry, get straight.
Call him.
Yeah, call me. I need my car now.
And you said you had issues with your Sony when you first started with it. How are you going with that now?
Still,
What is it again? Sony A7 III, correct?
no, my dear friend. It's Sony A7R4. R
the
is
4?
for resolution.
Oh, sorry, I thought you got the 3. Sorry, my mistake.
No. Yes, it is your mistake. You
Yeah.
should be sorry. I spent $5,000 on that camera.
Jeez. Okay.
The issue I'm having with that mark, or the version as they say, is I can't upgrade the software.
I was
on
my
it.
name's not Mark. Who's Mark?
Yes. In camera language,
Yeah.
the model is Mark 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hashtag that joke.
Yes. Hashtag that joke. So my Sony Mark IV, for some reason, don't accept the upgrades. So in last year, they have given 2 upgrades to fix all the different bugs.
Firmware upgrade, you mean?
Yeah, firmware updates. So the software upgrades or firmware updates not happening. So I contacted the Sony service center. They are ordering their parts from China. So whenever they come, they're going to replace it
Yep.
free of cost. But till then, the camera is working fine. I'm happy with it. But if there are any upgrades, I would like to use them.
Okay.
So yeah, other than that, I got 4 batteries now. I got
Yep.
the remote, and touch wood, it's working fine so far.
So next time you go back, what are you looking to photograph while you're there?
In US,
Yep.
American cars, love them, and I will find, now I know how to get in touch with all these different clubs. They got Drift Club, they got Muscle Car, Classic Clubs,
Yep.
pre-60s. Like they got cars from 1920s, beautiful Fords, amazing. One is muscle cars.
Yep.
Second one will be, I will do that scenic route 61, which they call it, from Duluth to the Canadian border in over 3 to 4 day period. That will like to do. If I could do any more, I would like to see different states, Dakota South and few other states. One thing I will mention it here, even if nobody asked me, went to Vegas, went to New York, went to LA, and I hated it.
Okay.
It's crowded. It's like Sydney or Melbourne, just an American version. Too many people, too much crowd. Nobody got time for anybody. Nah, not my
Back
cup
to the
of tea.
cars. What's the secret to photographing cars? What should you be doing to get good car photos?
Okay, as Ditchy know, we have never shot car before. This is something we have looked like everybody else. We have admired a beautiful car, but we never knew how to shoot it. And since I'm start doing it, I realized one thing. What you see with your bare eyes, sometimes you just need to change your angle a little bit. And second thing, I believe the most important thing is lighting.
Yeah.
You need to make sure there is not much glare on the chrome or on the paint or on the windscreen.
Yeah. Hiding your reflections is a hard one.
Oh, beautiful. Yes, you're right. Reflections, glare. And secondly, when I see now the subject, or you can say the automobile or the car, I just want to portray the passion of that engineer who built that car and the pride of that owner who owns that car. So it's just the complex scale to equilibrium, the passion and the love. And you portray on the screen, and hopefully people will like it.
Okay.
And if you need your car
Yeah.
to get done by
I
Mr.
just
Ditcham
recently
or
did
myself,
one myself, which I'll
Yeah.
put up as well on this as a first for me. Again, very hard to keep your reflection out of the car,
True,
and I know there are things you can do in post-production, but I didn't bother doing that because I didn't have the time to do that. But you do what you can with it, I guess.
Okay, so the promo line is, if you would like the apple of your eye, the
Motorbike,
center of your
car.
attention,
Whatever, car, motorbike.
car, motorbike, even a pet, if you love it and you would like us to shoot the subject, I mean videography or photography.